Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will get the first possession of the game. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan State. And it is intense, and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along and getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
The Spartans line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the returner will be dragged down. The Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. Better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Back to pass. It's high. Finds the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Makes a connection. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Going with the counter play here. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. And now on third down after that last run. The snap sets up the throw. They've got the screen set up. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Running with power.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Motion, trying to get the defense to show its hand. The Spartans will keep this drive going. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Fakes his man out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the option. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. The give to the tailback. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try to field goal team out there, and this field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Hand off from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Rides to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. The Wolverines are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Hartman. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now he's looking to throw it. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is a guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Moving away from pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Got the quick pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The option look. He'll do it himself. Still running at the 40. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snaps it in the shotgun. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Good, solid tackle. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Florida Atlantic was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Boca. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw. It's high. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes the connection. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They'll go hurry up here. Looking to move it through the air. Going deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll go to the air. Got his man down the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Makes the catch. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 82 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's still running after the move. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Going up. Left. Open runway ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. Bowls his way forward. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting his protection.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Asher. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Asher. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Got his man quickly.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Wolverines pick up the 1st down. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. The aerial assault continues. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. At the 40, there he goes. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. The Wolverines will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Takes the handoff. It's Hartman. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, the best free safeties I ever played against were the ones that just have a sixth sense. It's like they know where the ball is going, and they can just bait the quarterback into trying to make throws that they never have a chance of making. That's what that guy did right there. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. The Spartans get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And the Spartans are on the move. Here comes the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now they're going to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hold and fire complete. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. He's off to the races. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's high. He's got the back in the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 13 to Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On second down, looking again to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll run the option. He's out past the 35. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The back goes in motion. Using his legs, it's Murphy. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Goes to the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got away. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Back to pass, it's high. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The give to the single back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible. They'll run it from the gun. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
Well, they call it a long shot for a reason because...
Can anyone catch it? And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.